behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Hawksman, hope to see you at our T-shirt giveaway day. Every fan gets it home to carry the Hawk T-shirt.
A reminder that you can still purchase tickets for any upcoming Hawks games at the ticket booth or on our website.
Folks, don't forget to talk to the game.
And coming down the tunnel, an opportunity here at the home for the Atlanta. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great and what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Booker out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Beal in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Hawks hitting on the board first. Durant the pass to Booker. Action coming off the assist from KD.
Well, that's what you call a tough chew, because if you're in the lane at deep hook size, you never know what could happen.
Here's Davis. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here is Durant after the made shot from Davis. Good on the bucket.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And, Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
And, yes, it's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Davis finds Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 on the shot clock. Young with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
The drive by Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Outside, Davis. For 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Davis has got 9.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. And this team is in the middle of an astonishing 28-game winning streak. Yep, 28. No matter when it finally ends, this will have been a historic run for them.
This is truly an all-time streak, and we're not talking about just for this franchise. We're talking about in the history of this league. The consistent dominance is something so rarely seen. You have to keep reminding yourself, just settle in and watch these guys work.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the monster in the last game against Houston lit up the floor. He scored 32 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Here we are, Stan, at the midway point. We've got some big things coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, some things that fans really love. All-Star Weekend, the trade. Deadline, we'll see which teams are going to shake up their roster. A lot of stuff going on.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, KD and Nurkic are the big men for him. Devin Booker out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Beal in at the 3. All right, I'm told we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, joining us now with the latest news. Shams, what's the update?
Thanks, BA. With the looming trade deadline coming up, it's the Memphis Grizzlies in transaction news. They've acquired one of the more mobile and athletic centers in the league. Clint Capella knows his role: defend, run the floor, finish, and rebound at a high level. He might never be a star in this league, but he can star in his role, and that certainly has quite a bit of value.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the monster in that last game against the Rockets got the job done. He tallied 32 points and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance...
Yo. I'm from the Neptunes, and I just want to let y'all know.
Right about the middle of the season right now, RJ, when do you think it's most important for a team to be hitting its stride?
Finding its stride at any part of the year is great. You want that momentum, but the goal is to start to peak right before the playoffs so you have a great stretch when it counts most.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Jones is out there with Booker, and it's Beal in at the 3. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the monster in the last...
Davis with it. He's got 11. And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thank you, BA. With the looming trade deadline coming up, it's the Memphis Grizzlies in transaction news. They've acquired one of the more mobile and athletic centers in the league. Clint Capella knows his role: defend, run the floor, finish, and rebound at a high level. He might never be a star in this league, but he can star in his role, and that certainly has quite a bit of value.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. Atlanta making some changes. Nance, he's checked in for Okongwu. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Hunter. And Daniels is subbed in for Young. And so in the game for the Suns, Devin Booker out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Iguodala in at the 5. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the night. Bol, he's checked in for the Suns. Morris comes in for Booker. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Beal. Beal with a screen on Johnson. Three-pointer, O'Neal. Atlanta with a rebound. This team has now won 28 consecutive games and have put themselves into elite company by surpassing the record set by LeBron James and the Heat back in 2013.
Well, I've been super fortunate to be on some teams that have had some great runs, and I know how hard this can be. You can be so talented, you can be so committed, but you also have to have a few things go your way, and right now, everything going their way. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
On the wing, Davis. 1 second left.
And at the buzzer, count it. Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Hawks ahead. Good action already in the matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
We've got Davis. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Johnson. Then it's Larry Nance. And it's Daniels in a shooting guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the monster in that last game against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He tallied.
Young, while we all grow old, in a world where you never bite a hand that feeds you.
Here's Morris. 17 points in his last outing. We've got Bogdan Bogdanovic. Daniels out there with. And it's Nance in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here we are in the middle of the season, and Doris, are most of these teams where you expected they'd be in the stand?
I just need my space right now.
I'm an all-star team, far from a rookie Louis Graveyard shit that I don't know.
And here's Davis. Coming off a terrific game against Houston. I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams.
Who's gonna topple a king? Go for the knee stand.
And Atlanta with possession here. Their first chance to take a look at the Suns this season.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated.
Here's Davis. Last game we saw him score 32. We've got Davis. Larry Nance out there with Jalen Johnson. Then it's Daniels, and it's Bogdanovic in at the small forward. So that's the Hawks 5. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it.
No, I got the wave, I don't even swim.
And here's Morris. He played a great game against Charlotte. Davis out there with Dyson Daniels. Then there's Johnson. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Nance in at the 5. So that's the Hawks 5. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore.
In my career mode as well. One front office executive from around the league said there is some doubt about MP's readiness to be in the.
Here's Davis. 19 points in the game. We've got Bogdan Bogdanovic. Davis is out there with Daniels. Then it's Jalen Johnson. And it's Nance in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. You know, Doris, when you compare the NBA to other major sports, it seems coaches just don't get as much credit for their strategy and their scheming and game plans.
Kevin, I think it's a misconception not only about the coaches, but about the NBA specifically, that it's not as complex as other sports. There's so much depth to this game. It is in a constant state of evolution. Once you think you've got the NBA down, I'm promising you it's going to evolve to another direction. This misconception is flat wrong.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the monster in the last game against the Rockets lit up the floor. He scored 32 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to...
Close game so far to the breach halftime. It's Atlanta. They're up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Their defense just got a lot better. Capella's an elite rim protector. He rebounds, he runs the floor. His value goes beyond.
And focusing back in on the Hawks. They're in a tight one.
They've had the hot hand from green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times. What a half. And that's all for us. Now it's time to...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Devin Booker out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Beal in at the 3, the small forward. And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go wide to Sean.
Yo, I said them.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Suns. It's a three-point game. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Hey, Brian. With the looming trade deadline coming up, it's the Memphis Grizzlies in transaction news. They've acquired one of the more mobile and athletic centers in the league. Clint Capella knows his role: defend, run the floor, finish, and rebound at a high level. He might never be a star in this league, but he can star in his role, and that certainly has quite a bit of value.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Davis. And it's Hunter in at the 3. So that's the Hawks 5. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys, the monster in that last game against the Rockets got the job done. He tallied 32 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Durant. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Davis, the pass to Johnson. Davis against Booker. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Suns trail by 5. Durant, the pass to Beal. Booker for 3. And the Suns miss again.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. That one misses. The Suns have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Pass to Jones. Up top, Booker. Oh, the slam! Get up, Devin!
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Outside Davis. From outside the arc.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Davis is out there with Trae Young. And it's Hunter in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times have coaches employed different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor?
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the monster in the last game against the Rockets had a huge night. He scored 32 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Davis. Nance with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 9. Outside for Smart. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Tyus Jones. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for it.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Nance finds Bogdanovic. Davis drives in. That one good for 2. Davis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Beal's shot is good.
This is when the teammates feed off of Bradley Beal when he has it going like this.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Sinks the 3-pointer. Bogdanovic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. O'Neal outside. 36 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Booker. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
And this is familiar territory for a marvelous scorer like Devin Booker.
Davis looking for an opening. Fires away from outside.
.27 seconds left in the third quarter here. From deep.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Johnson sets the screen for Davis.
Yo, I said they were coming for us, but that ain't make me no